Hi everyone, I'm Allie Meyer. I'm the morning anchor here at News 4 and KFOR TV, where we have a long history of broadcasting here in Oklahoma. You know, we first went on the air back in 1949. It was back then we were the ABC, the CBS, and the NBC all in one. Since then, we've become primarily an NBC affiliate for the past several decades. On NBC, you can watch Sunday Night Football. We also have American Ninja Warrior and one of your favorite shows, America's Got Talent. So I want to show you a little bit about how we produce a newscast here at News 4. We're in the K4 studios right now. I'm sitting at the anchor desk, and one of the things you may notice is there are tons of lights here in our studio. They are on the ceiling, they are on the walls. We even have lights down here in the news anchor desk. For the most part, news anchors read most of the scripts off a teleprompter, and I know you guys are familiar with a teleprompter, but some points during breaking news will go off the teleprompter and ad-lib a good portion of the newscast. That's when it gets really exciting here in the news business. One thing you might also notice about our studio here is that we've got lots of different positions for news anchors and news reporters to stand. We also have a whole lot of cameras here in the newsroom. These cameras don't have anyone behind them focusing or adjusting the cameras. They are robotic, and we'll get to that a little more in just a minute because there's someone who runs these cameras from the other side of the building. Also in the News 4 studios here, we have the Forewarned Storm Team Weather Department and Emily Sutton, who's part of our team of meteorologists, standing in front of the green wall. Emily,
yes.
Explain to them how you do weather in front of a green screen.
That's right. Well, Allie, I use kind of my cheat guide, which there's a little monitor here and there's another one over here. And that's what I use to see myself. Another one when the camera's pointed at me. And so the map pops up behind me. The director does that behind the scenes, and I can kind of cheat and see myself to the side. But in reality, I'm standing in front of green. It used to be that I couldn't wear green. Now I can't wear yellow.
Go figure.
Interesting fact. I want to show you a little bit of behind the scenes how it works. I come in at around 3 a.m., sometimes a little later, and I actually go in and make my own forecast. So I learned everything at school.
A lot of science, a lot of math.
And so learned all that, and we do our own forecast. We don't just take it from somewhere. And I know you read the prompter and sometimes ad-lib. I ad-lib all the time, so I just speak my mind, which is dangerous. And then
there's no prompter for the weather folks.
So I come in, I take a look at the different computer models, and then we have our own weather system, and I can come in, and it's kind of fun because I can be artistic too. I put together our own little graphics, and I use this clicker, kind of like a PowerPoint, to click through different slideshows to help tell my weather story.
Emily, thank you so much. All right, let's head into the newsroom. I want to introduce you to our team of news producers. Here at News 4, we do 9 hours of television broadcasts. It's actually 11 different shows, and that takes a whole lot of people. So as we swing around here into the newsroom, you'll see some of our team of producers. They spend hours and hours before each broadcast putting together all the words that appear in the teleprompter and that our anchors will read during the newscast. I want to introduce you to Patrick Spencer. Patrick produces our 6 o'clock newscast at News 4. Patrick, we've talked a lot about writing a newscast and putting a newscast together, but we know that when it gets really exciting during the news is when you have breaking news. Tell us about a producer's role during breaking news.
That's when everything changes for us. So we are the ones who have to make up all the graphics, decide where it goes, make sure the reporter is ready, talk with them in the field. We make sure their live shot is ready to go, if we have sound coming in, if we have all of those things, that's kind of, we organize it and make sure it looks good for you all at home.
You guys are also in charge of the timing during a newscast.
Yes, which can get a little stressful because we don't have, an enormous amount of time to get everything, in there. So we have to make the decision. Some stories have to go. So we can work all day. We work all day on a show, and then at the end of the day, it can all be blown away, especially if we have weather.
Oklahoma weather, so important. Patrick, thanks for that. Next, I want to show you the News 4 assignment desk. This is sort of the central nervous system where the folks behind the assignment desk decide what's important to our viewers and what we're going to cover each and every day. Steve Johnson is one of our managing editors. Steve, tell us about some of the tools that you guys use back here on the assignment desk to decide what we're going to cover for the day.
Well, we cover a lot of stuff. Breaking news is big around here. So, we have police scanners. We listen. You can hear all the noise back behind me. Police, fire, ambulances, they all get dispatched on stuff. So we use those for our breaking news stuff. We can decide if we're going to send the helicopter or send one of our ground crews, stuff like that. We get a lot of phone calls from the public, and we get emails and Facebook messages and everything else. So.
And it's your job to sort through what's news and what's not going to be news for the day.
Usually, I mean, there's a bunch of people that are involved in it, but we kind of, it all starts here and kind of fans out to the rest of the newsroom.
Right, Steve, thanks for that. He's getting a phone call now. All right, last I want to take you into the control room. This is an exciting place here at News 4, and there's a whole lot of people who work in the control room. We have a director, a technical director, there's someone who runs the teleprompter, also there's folks in charge of graphics. We have someone in charge of the audio, which means they're running my mic and the mics of the reporters out in the field. They're also talking with the weather department and talking with the assignment desk to make sure we get all of the news covered for the day. Okay, this is the control room. Come on in. And we have Aaliyah Covington, who is one of our News 4 directors. Aaliyah, thanks for letting us steal a few seconds from you right now. You're putting the finishing touches on the noon show. And we know that back here, you may be directing today, but you need to be able to do each and every one of these jobs because you guys work as a team.
Yes. Teamwork is so crucial and important to making this whole newscast run smoothly as possible. Communication and us just all getting along, it just makes the job even more fun.
All right, what are you putting together for the noon show right now?
Right now I'm just doing some finishing touches on the show. I'm just working on a little pre-news for the noon. So for my job, we take everything that the producers give us on the rundown and make it come to life on air. And so we work with a program called Ross Overdrive. Sounds scary, but it's not. And so we have multiple templates to drag and drop so we can have a great newscast and make it all work as smoothly as we can.
It's all planned out before the news ever goes on the air.
Yes.
But sometimes when we have breaking news, you have to throw out the entire template and just fly by the seat of your pants. What's your favorite thing and the most stressful thing about breaking news?
The most fun about breaking news is that it's just completely spontaneous. I mean, it's where your creativity shines, and just you get to the chaos of it all is actually just quite fun because it's like you're on a roller coaster. Like you just don't know, you're going up and down, you don't know which way you're going to go, but eventually it will stop and you'll just kind of just marvel at what you've accomplished. The most stressful part about breaking news is that it's breaking news. And you know this, Allie, too. Like you just are you're holding on to the seat of your pants, your shirt, like everything. You're just hoping that everything will just go smoothly, and you're just trying your best to give the best newscast under the circumstances.
Aaliyah, thank you so much
No
for your
problem.
time. We hope you have a great news
Thank
show.
you.
As you guys can see, the key to putting together a great newscast every time is teamwork. Everyone needs to work together. They need to do their job well so that it all comes together for our viewers at home.